The legal battle over the presidential election in Pennsylvania is ramping up, with Republican and Democratic lawyers squaring off in court. The latest results show Joe Biden is leading in the state by nearly 48,000 votes. But the president's team continues to say the election is not over. KDKA investigator Andy Sheehan has spoken with both sides. Andy joins us now with where things stand. Andy?
Stacey, the Trump campaign is challenging the legitimacy of some 700,000 mail-in ballots cast in Allegheny and Philadelphia counties. But Democrats say they see no evidence of voter fraud. The Trump campaign is pressing on, trying in federal court to delay the certification and conduct a review of hundreds of thousands of mail-in ballots, saying they have been processed and tabulated in secrecy here and elsewhere.
There were 682,479 votes cast in just two counties, Allegheny and Philadelphia, that should have been observed by people inside the polling place that were not.
The suit alleges Pennsylvania created a two-tiered system which treated voters differently depending on whether they voted in person or by mail. First, they argued election observers could not properly supervise the processing of mail-in ballots, opening the door to fraud. Secondly, they say democratically controlled counties worked outside the law, allowing voters to cure or correct their ballots if they submitted them incorrectly, such as not signing the outside declaration envelope.
They only did that in a Democrat county. They did not do that all over the state, which creates serious equal protection under law violations.
There has been no fraud, not even manifest fraud. There's been no allegations of fraud at all throughout the state. It's been incredibly well run.
Democratic lawyer Cliff Levine called the lawsuit flimsy, saying there are no credible allegations of duplicate or forged mail-in ballots, for which voters needed to supply their driver's license, their address, and the last four digits of their Social Security number to obtain. Levine said instead of producing evidence of fraud, Republicans are merely hashing over the voting process established by the state legislature and already vetted through the courts.
And because they have no evidence, they are doing these tangential lawsuits of little legal substance or value, just for the purposes of delay and apparently placating the President of the United States.
Now, according to published reports, U.S. Attorney General William Barr has authorized federal prosecutors to investigate irregularities and possible incidents of voter fraud. But Democrats are saying it's time for Republicans to show their cards, produce evidence of voter fraud, or begin to certify this election. Reporting live on the North Shore, Andy Sheehan, KDKA News.